Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed.
Hello! Welcome back, my dear, sweet, wonderful subscribers. And if you're new here, thank you for pressing play. I hope you enjoy this reaction video and become a subscriber yourself. Yes, so this is Ashamoji TV, where I like to watch, react, and share my 2 cents about 2 properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. And Fringe is one of them. I'm going to press play on episode 19. This one's titled The Man from the Other Side. Now, we know quite a number of men from the other side, right? So which one are they referring to? I have yet to find out. So, just to give you a little bit of context so that you understand my current state of mind at the moment, it's been about 16 minutes since I stopped my recording to my reaction to episode 18, White Tulip, and I'm still really mind-boggled by what I watched in that episode, and I'm suppressing my tendency to overthink things and overanalyze stuff and be patient for club members to give me their feedback about that episode, since they get early access, and if you want early access too, details about that is in the description box below. But aside from that, I just want you to know that I'm still kind of like, oh my gosh, what was that? Huh? kind of mind frame. And I think I might, that might amplify itself, likely watching this episode towards the end of the season. I have no doubt about that, since I've been getting a lot of you telling me that the end of season 2 is a roller coaster ride, you know? So, alright. You know, I just gotta brace myself and see if I can hack it. I can handle it. Can I? I think I can. Alright. Enough of the babble for now. Here's my reaction to episode 19 for you. Worcester, Massachusetts. Well, that's quite a song to open up with.
What? The shaking. Oh, that is shaking.
Am I watching Supernatural or Fringe? The music.
I thought you said this place is abandoned.
Check
it out. We should just go.
Just hang tight. Just hang tight. Let me go check out something that likely will kill me. Turn me into something. Send me back in time. For everything. He is going to stumble upon something he shouldn't. Ew. Oh no. Are we going into alien territory now? Like the movie Aliens, that franchise? Something is morphing on the floor. Don't go near it. Oh, yes, let me go and touch. CG is a little bit dated. Kind of cartoonish. Slightly, just slightly. He's a goner. Oh! Okay. So, shapeshifters are... That's them? How they look? Gosh. Hi, boyfriend.
Sucks. What took you so long? You scared the hell out of me. I want to leave here, Dave.
Is that a killer? Nope, just take her body. They'll be shape-shifting Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, so they come in the form of a blob until they can find a form to take on. Nah? That kind of reminded me of the opening of T2. Maybe that's what they were inspired by.
Come on, Walter, not again. Just rearranging. It's not quite right yet.
It's fine. And it was fine yesterday and fine the day before that.
A well-ordered house is the sign of a well-ordered mind.
Yeah, but staying
I
up
agree.
all night to find the perfect place for your laundry hamper is a sign of something else in my books.
True that.
Come on, leave that for later. I got you a surprise. I thought maybe we could bake a pie together. Your favorites, say, pecan? I got all the good stuff. You want to whip the batter?
Sounds yummy.
The batter can wait. There's something we have to talk about.
Okay, fair enough. It's your room. You can decorate it however you like.
It's not that. There's something you deserve to know.
Oh gosh. It's not the right time. It's too early in the episode.
Every living thing dies. As a scientist, that's one of the hardest things to accept. That we try to understand the mechanisms of life, but inevitably we can't defeat death, no matter how much we may want to.
Okay, yeah.
Olivia. Hey, what's up?
Something happened?
Yeah, I guess so. She's on her way to pick us up.
To be continued. Yeah.
Walter.
Oh, it's all right, Peter. You can wait.
End of episode, right? Big bombshell. I hope Peter puts it together, because they have been showing him paying attention to certain things.
3 puncture wounds in the soft palate. Raised the red flag of the FBI database and came up the chain to me.
Shapeshifters. Well, the last time we heard of Newton and his men was in New York.
They must have needed her identity for something.
What else do we know about her?
We're running a background check on her now.
Well, we should send her photograph to the local and state law enforcement and make sure they know that she just got a hell of a lot more dangerous than she looks.
Look. It's a lemon zinger, I believe.
Well, at least she died in a happy place.
I'm not so sure. The girl's wearing lipstick, but there isn't any on the joint.
So you think that maybe she was with somebody?
Maybe. Maybe someone who was lucky enough to get away.
I wonder if they leave behind silver, maybe, right? Because they have silver blood or something. Oh, that residue around him.
Three puncture wounds to the soft palate.
All clear. The rest of the place is deserted.
Except for this.
Wait.
The mother load!
So when a shapeshifter takes a body, it's because they want access. Like the one that turned into the nurse, came after me at the hospital, or Charlie.
So what would the shapeshifters want with these kids?
You think that's a good idea?
Yeah, like, is that one in the making or one that didn't make
I
it?
think it's harmless enough.
I guess I'm trying to figure out what stage. Yeah, the silver blood. Mercury, right.
Walter, if that's Mercury, do you think that this is a shapeshifter?
So it's like packaged. Good morning to you
I
too.
have a camera, an Argus, A2B 35mm.
The secretary told me there would be 3 of you.
There was a problem. The third didn't make it.
Well, my theory is that this is the state in which they enter our universe, and as I've said, being partly mechanical, they can cross over in a way that humans can't, but this one Seems to fail to mature properly.
I love this so much!
Peter.
There's an eyeball.
Shapeshifter embryo.
Adorable.
Adorable.
Presumably, the embryonic shapeshifters would have needed features, human identities. They certainly wouldn't blend in otherwise.
And those two teenagers were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Donna.
I wonder how long it took the makeup department to make that.
Okay, this was recorded last night. Now, just before 9 p.m., several dozen homes, all within a half-mile radius of the warehouse, reported an odd kind of interference with their broadcast signal.
I believe the interfering signal may have originated in the alternate universe. We may be getting a glimpse into the other side.
Gee, what is that? It almost sounds like a language.
Hmm.
You hear the way that some of those sounds seem to repeat?
Shapeshifters are soldiers. Soldiers always come with orders. Maybe that's a message.
I can see what the code breakers at the Bureau can make of it.
I got a better idea.
It's not a language. It's math.
Math.
Trigonometric equations. Our astronomical division picked up a surge in solar activity right around that time. Here's a radio wave from last night's solar flare. Here's your wave. But yours couldn't have come from the sun.
Well, where else could it have come from?
I don't know. I mean, they're not in sync.
Suppose it came from a parallel universe.
That would be, yeah, because in a parallel universe, time would be slightly out of sync.
And the waves would be too.
Imagine that these are the two universes.
Alright, we'll go with a demonstration. I likely won't understand.
Slightly out of sync. But on rare occasion, they perfectly line up.
Okay, I got that.
According to the computer, that's going to happen between our universe and wherever this radio wave came from.
When?
Based on this, tomorrow at precisely 3:31 p.m.
At least they have a time frame.
Who will be McAllister?
That'd be me. He's Will.
No. Everything else you need is in here. Once you're done, we'll reconvene at the exchange point tomorrow at exactly 3:20.
So that's it. We were man down. Neither of us have time to handle the Verona assignment, and you don't have shifting dice. Maybe we should abort.
And I suppose you'll be the one to give the news to the secretary. We won't have another chance like this for 7 months. So I'll figure out how to handle Mr. Verona. You make sure you hold your own. Alright?
You're the boss.
Let's get to work.
Okay. Mystery upon mystery. Layer upon layer. That's Fringe for you. Anyways, that's how I see it. If somebody were to ask me to describe it in that sentence, that would be my sentence.
Excuse me. Would you happen to know where Franklin Street is?
Sure. You're 3 blocks south of Franklin, so go down this street, you'll see a convenience store, then make a left and go 2 blocks west. I'll write it down for you.
That's a great way to scare someone. I'd be screaming. I'm like, ah!
Yeah, Walter's convinced that Newton wants to build a door to the other side. If Walter can remember what he told Newton, we might be able to figure out what's supposed to happen at 3:31 tomorrow.
And these cars that he's tracking down?
Well, he promised to stay off the freeway.
I really hope they make Peter figure it out. That would just fit so well.
I think I finally figured out why it is that Walter's been acting so strange lately. He's been carrying this picture around with him. A family photo from when I was a kid. I think he wants to talk to me about how my mother died. About a month after I got to Europe, I got a call from St. Clair's. From Walter. He told me that she died in a car crash. It wasn't a car crash. My mother committed suicide.
Oh.
That was the only time I spoke to him. In the 17 years that he was locked up in St. Clair's. He must have known the truth. I think in his way he was trying to protect me. And for whatever reason he wants to talk about it now.
You know that Walter loves you very much.
Okay, that went into another direction.
I believe I know how to figure out what they're up to.
You remember what you told me?
No. As they say in Finland,
There's
more than one way to roast a reindeer.
reindeer.
But I'll need some supplies. I need...
He looks so cute with the hat on.
A voltage transformer and several yards of 10-gauge electrical wire. Oh, and a corpse. Any corpse will do. But it shouldn't be dead for more than 2 days.
So, boss, you felt the need to check up on me?
Yeah.
Figure out what to do about Verona?
I have some thoughts.
X marks the spot.
Mr. McAllister?
Yes.
Approval for an overdraft withdrawal?
Oh, thank you. I'll be there in just a minute.
Wow, good thing it wasn't anything more obvious.
You can handle the rest. Just make sure the device remains undisturbed.
Something stopped this creature from developing, and because it's part mechanical, if we pump it with enough electricity, we should be able to restart it. Like jump-starting a car.
So what's the corpse for? Is this embryo supposed to reanimate it?
That would be ridiculous. But if we intend to question this creature, then it will need an identity to shapeshift into.
Because that's not ridiculous at all.
So it doesn't even have to be a live body. Just needs form.
140. I think we must have blown a fuse.
Oh my, look. Aspirin, quickly.
Visually, this is beautiful to look at. Huh. This is wonderful. I don't know how long it took them to shoot this scene. It's alive!
Something's wrong.
Kind of.
Alright, good on my side.
Contact Newton.
Thomas Jerome Newton? Where is he?
Verona. Daniel Verona.
Who is Daniel Verona?
Blood type AB negative. Cellular polarity.
What was it?
Tomorrow afternoon, what is happening at 3:31?
Does he know?
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fascinating. was a wonderful scene. I think that's my scene of the episode till I say further.
Daniel Verona? FBI.
911. What is your emergency?
Well, there's a man. He's middle-aged, Caucasian. It looks like he's having a heart attack.
What is your location?
I'm on the corner of Longwood and Huntington.
What is your name, sir?
Ugh, I don't like him with that accent. Go back to your natural way of talking. Okay. Interesting to see where that goes.
He's not a shapeshifter.
We'll run his blood anyway. Test it for mercury. Maybe we got to him before they could.
Why him? Why Daniel Verona? What could they want with him?
Medical examiner works out of Boston General. It's anybody's guess.
Access to the hospital. That's what he needs. All right. Gotta be a body that he examines. Or is he trying to access a particular body that's already there? Okay, so maybe location points to sync up.
Agent Dunham?
Yeah, Verona was a bust. Well,
Ruining that bread.
you've been awake for 2 straight days. You need to get some rest.
Shapeshifters. I should have been more careful with my initial dissection. I hadn't caused so much damage. Could have told us everything.
But you couldn't possibly have known that.
Still, stupid and inexcusable.
We're going to figure it out just like we always do.
Okay.
Okay? I want you to get some rest, Dad. I'm going to hit this up. I'll be upstairs if you need me.
Dad,
Yeah, he hasn't called him that. Or,
just call me Dad.
yeah. He hasn't said that since, remember he was under, I forgot which episode it was. He called him Daddy at that
I
time.
think I know what he's planning to do. As I've said before, the 2 universes vibrate at different frequencies, so we set up 3 harmonic rods, arranged as an equilateral triangle, and then we activated the rods. When the car began to vibrate at just the right frequency, that's how we sent Billy's car to the other side. The building that Newton brought over landed in a location that was already occupied by another, but I suspect that Mr. Newton has found a way around that problem because he has something that Billy and I never had.
What's that?
Agents. In both universes.
To line things up.
In exactly the same position in each universe. Like so. And we activate the rods. Oh.
That's that little thingy he was holding on to.
Is in the center of each triangle. Will simply be exchanged. Of course, that would likely require that the universes be in sync.
3:31 this afternoon. So what could Newton bring here?
Last time he brought a building, so supposedly anything that would fit inside. A machine.
An army.
I was thinking that. Bunch of shapeshifters.
So we have roughly 10 hours to figure out where the center of Newton's triangle is.
Yes. But it could be anywhere.
Dum dum dum. Alright, so this is our third spot to triangulate.
3 points. Newton would have to place the harmonic rods at 3 specific locations across the city.
Okay, so that's why Newton's going after Verona, because Verona must have access to one of the 3 points.
So that would suggest either Boston General Hospital or Verona's home.
I think I might be able to help. Boston PD just found a corpse in Chestnut Hill Village, 3 punctures to a soft pallet. His name is Ben McAllister. He's a branch manager at Pinewood Savings Bank. He was found just outside his office.
Bingo!
It's a bank.
Okay, 185 Mason Ave.
Mason. Excellent. So that's our second point, and now we have the first leg of our triangle. So the third point is either Arlington or Cedar Grove.
Try both. See what's in the center of each triangle.
Hyde Park. We're right on the Charles River, so we've got to be targeting Hyde Park.
Is there a bridge on the Charles?
Yeah, condemned railway bridge. Why?
The water would absorb any excess energy caused by Newton's procedure, so he must be making the exchange on the bridge.
She's right, Peter.
We're all set.
Any problems?
All good.
Go deal with it now.
That was a nice rhythm. All set. We're all good. Fire siren. Police siren comes right on.
We're a few minutes away. Whatever Newton's trying to bring over, Walter thinks he can stop it.
Okay, copy. What you did.
Walter, how is this thing going to work?
Vibrations are composed of shock waves and like sound waves. They can be nullified by their opposite. The seismograph will pick up the vibration from Newton's device. The laptop will calculate its opposite and transmit it to the pneumatic hammer.
To send out vibrations that would cancel out Newton's device.
The vibrational waves that Newton will need to generate, the intensity. Devastating.
What do you mean devastating?
I suspect it would tear a man apart.
Stay away from that. I hope they show collateral damage of that just for the visual.
Walter, I need you to stay here and finish putting that thing together, okay? Hey! We need to get on that bridge.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
I'm with the FBI.
You're the boss. Let me just check with the sergeant.
Yeah, no hesitation there. That's good. Pew pew pew! Yeah, that's a Walter thing to do. Ooh. It's like you might as well bring in a whole little town.
It's 3:32. Walter's not going to make it in time.
Go out there. Come with me.
Did she call for backup at least?
I think you need to get off this bridge. I have to put this right. I have started this up, it's gonna go faster if we do it together.
Since we're so close to the end of the season, it's hard guessing if he's going to succeed or not.
Peter and Walter are on the bridge. Start.
Pneumatic's ready. Seismograph is ready.
Setting up the program.
There's something wrong with your frequency recognition program. Don't worry, I can fix it. How are we doing? I need you all to get off this bridge now. It's off the bridge. Walter, there's nothing else you can do. I need you to get him off this bridge.
Come on, Walter.
No,
I hope it's not what I'm thinking right now, and that's maybe Peter is gonna get trapped. Oh my god, he just evaporated! Peter is fine. I take that back. I'm not sure what I saw there, so let's see.
Welcome back.
How long was I out?
About a day and a half.
Oh my god! That's a long time. Well, he saved everyone. Yay? Right?
The doctor said that you'd be fine, but Walter was worried.
I'm fine. Is he here?
Yeah. He wouldn't leave. He'll want to know that you're up.
Hello. I'd like to speak to him alone, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay, that look was weird.
Well, they told me you'd be alright, but I was so worried, son.
It was another man on that bridge. When Newton's device started to work, I saw him there.
Okay.
Just walking down the bridge. He had to have been from the other side. He said the effects of Newton's vibrations would be devastating. And they destroyed that FBI agent. They just disintegrated him like he wasn't even there. But they didn't kill the man from the other side. And they didn't kill me.
Hence he knows he's from the other side. Oh my god!
I'm not from here, am I?
It's genius.
You didn't just open up a hole to the other side. You went through. And you brought me back. That's why I was able to survive Newton's device. It's why I can't remember my childhood.
You were dying.
It's why my mother committed suicide. Isn't it? She knew. Didn't she? And when I left, the guilt was too much for her to live with. The lie.
Because she knew it wasn't right.
I understand everything now.
understand this.
I am not your son.
Ooh, we're going there.
I'd like to be alone now.
Walter. It was inevitable. Just didn't think it'd be like that.
Yeah, Mr. Secretary. See, despite the preparation, crossing over is quite an ordeal on your body, and the consequences are unpredictable. This should help. You should be able to sleep for a while, and hopefully when you wake up, you'll be stabilized.
Huh. Who's behind the mask? Obviously somebody friendly.
Walter. Peter checked himself out of the hospital 3 hours ago. He isn't at the lab. And he's not answering his phone. He's gone.
Like gone? Okay. Well, anybody would need a break after finding out you're not from that universe. Okay. Times it. Okay. My favorite scene remains the same. That moment where they were talking to the shapeshifter in the lab. And that very fascinating, mysterious moment where he looks up at Walter and he says he's sorry. That was quite interesting. And I'm glad at least one thing I was hoping for came through, where Peter does figure it out on his own. But the way they went about it for him to figure it out is beyond my imagination and wonderfully creative and heartbreaking. But it's like the rhythm of it. I know I say that word a lot when it comes to describing scenes, because that's how I resonate emotionally, to the rhythm, the beats of a scene, the lines, the music, the works. To have him find out and then bring that perfect logical moment of Walter coming in to visit him after at the hospital, that moment for him to express himself like that to Walter, and the close-up on Walter's face and his reaction with, John Noble, Jesus. Has he won Emmys for this? I think somebody told me they haven't won much stuff in terms of like big accolades, but anyway. Wonderful. And I was wondering about Peter's reaction, and now I got it. So I guess the next few episodes, it's find Peter and try to make peace with him. And then we have whoever Newton has there, and where that's going to lead and what's going to happen. Okay, well, that was a lot of food for thought. It's moments like this where I'm so glad I don't watch more than 2 episodes. But aside from that, this was a great episode. This was so good. Another 5 Ashamoji. Oh, brilliant. And the suspense and the mystery of what's happening with this whole thing with Newton, it's fantastic. I love it. And I look forward to watching the next 2 episodes till we reach the end. So, there you have it. That is my reaction to episode 19 of the 2nd season of Fringe. Share your comments below. I look forward to reading them. Tell me what was your favorite part of this episode. I want to know, because there's so many really great moments in all these episodes. But tell me one that really resonated strongly with you was at the end. I think that would be for a lot of people with between Peter and Walter, or maybe something else. You know, and if you're a big fan of Newton, played by the beautiful, talented Sebastian Roche, let me know so far what's one of your favorite scenes with him. Because obviously there's going to be more to come, but up until this point, if you want to share that, I'm curious to know. And of course, if you want full access to my reaction to this episode, details on how to join my club is in the description box below. And joining my club allows you not only to see my full reaction to this episode, but pretty much everything else that I've discussed and reviewed and reacted to on my channel. So it's an all access kind of thing that I think might be of interest to some of you. Nonetheless, until my reaction to episode 20, I'm peacing out, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.